Okay, we're here at Treflach Farm, so it must be Thursday, Permaculture Club, and Emily and I have been making a little series of videos just exploring, chatting about these 12 principles of permaculture, these sort of 12, shall we say, perspectives on permaculture as described by David Holmgren, one of the authors. And Principle 6 is a really, really key one, and it's about how all systems in nature are cyclical. Essentially, there is no waste. And the saying that goes with this principle is produce no waste. Waste not, want not. So think about how in nature everything actually cycles. We don't even say the word recycle. We think of cycling, this endlessly, materials being used, decaying, becoming soil, and then being absorbed again and being used again. Once we get into this way of thinking, we then realize resources don't have to be scarce. We don't have to run out of things. Actually, what we need to do is to organize them strategically. So right next to me here, I have a strategic organization of resources to create a compost heap. In itself, it's made out of recycled materials, out of willow coppice poles, and it looks a bit ramshackle, but only needs to be good enough to last, for the few months while we're composting. And this is bedding straw, weeds, and some animal manure from our friends over there, the pigs. And this is what we are using to feed the top 10 beds here in the mandala garden. So we're doing 10 where we're only using compost, and we're doing 10 where we're using compost and biochar. So here's another interesting thought in permaculture, and I like this, is we're interested in getting as many uses out of a resource as we can. So just doing something for one reason isn't enough. We need 2 or 3 reasons. And here we are recycling very abundant materials from animal bedding, etc., and weeds, so we can get a yield out of that, which is the compost. We're going to use the compost that feeds the beds, which in turn will give us vegetables. So there's a really nice series of yields for us. But we're also doing experiments. We're trying out different kind of composters. We've got a different one over here. And also, as I say, we're doing these experiments by using different kind of composts and different kinds of dig and no dig methods. So we're also getting a yield out of this, which is research. And then with that research, we can write papers, we can use it for teaching and use it on our courses. So by eliminating waste and exploring multiple yields from each resource, we've massively boosted the output of the farm, and yet we're only using the resources that were already here. That's what permaculture is. It's local and natural resources arranged strategically in a cyclical fashion, so we can create multiple yields which meet our needs and which enable us to build soil, sequestrate carbon, and learn all the time how to do it, in a more and more interesting way. That's what we're here doing, and that's the principle I wanted to share with you today. So thanks for listening.